Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Brissett. Dancing to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Staying over first and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the Colts 15.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Tannehill's pass.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you
trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Intercepted.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
15.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
The Colt ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 39, Brissett. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
From the gun, here's Brissett. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the give, this is Mack. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Titans 0.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, an even 90 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett. Being chased out left. He's got Burton here. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. 7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. shedding through the defense. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the end.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Brissett sets to throw it. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll start with a give to Henry. Powers through. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's got room. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down carry for Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Brissett. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brissett to throw on first. Steps away to his left. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brissett. Able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. But I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. And that makes it 14-10.
Is good. Makes the score Titans 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Brissett. Flushed it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans.
Touchdown, Titans.
So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
The point after try for Gostkowski. It's good, and and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Titans 21, Colts 10.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
The ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
They'll run it again with Henry. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down, it's Henry. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Again, it's Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill on the move to his left. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
3rd and 1.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. First down, Brissett. Escaping the pressure right. Catch made here by Campbell. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
It's second and inches.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. On the handoff, it's Mack. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
18.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Is on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. Yeah, how does that affect the psyche? Am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. On the crossing route, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A first down throw for Brissett. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
He's across midfield.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
At the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Uncorks one for Davis. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Colts 32, Titans 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. A nice little juke. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And now it's 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
at their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Titans' 42-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd and 12, Brissett. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. 16 yards, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
19.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's got Burton here. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Then they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. He hit his first, this one from 38. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
They don't know my name, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I'll get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town where there ain't no love. Where do I go when I'm alone? Not on the phone, when I'm on my own. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I go through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when it beat us. Shoes us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on. In the front lawn, Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you limits and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? The song that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip.